From rate increases on our utility bills to improvements in COVID-19 and a record-breaking budget for the city. A lot to talk about with San Antonio Mayor Ron Nirenberg, who joins us for today's KSAT Q&A. Mayor, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Let's start with those rate increases. We had the head of CPS Energy here to join us yesterday talking about that, an expected 10% increase. You sit on the board for CPS. And we all know that the utility company has taken a lot of criticism for not being well prepared for the winter storm that we all saw, which was a statewide emergency. So what is your message to all of us right now who are expecting to see this increase on our bills, it sounds like, within the coming months?
Well, first and foremost is that the public, the community here in San Antonio owns our utility, the assets, the management, everything that occurs with our public utility is an asset of the public. And so we have to be mindful of the fact we have to maintain it. And as you know, the city is growing. Our demands on the utility are growing. And so from time to time in both utilities, water and electricity, there needs to be rate adjustments. I think it's early yet to determine what that is going to be in terms of a rate adjustment. We also have a very robust public process that goes through not only the governance of CPS, but also the city council, and includes public hearings. So there's still a lot to unfold yet. But again, the bottom line is we've got to maintain this utility and demand that we improve it, as we've seen utilities across the state suffering as a result of mismanagement of the state energy system during Winter Storm Uri, and we need to be more resilient and ensure things like that do not happen again in any part of our state.
How would you view, let's say, a 10% increase? That's exactly the figure that Paula Gold-Williams used with us during this interview yesterday.
So again, we need to see data, and obviously we're going to go through that. But this is a large utility, and we need to ensure that it's receiving its adequate maintenance and operations, and that we are financially stable. So, but before we receive that data and the information and go through the process, it's a little bit premature to judge what the number is going to be. But that is going to be a fully engaged process. I expect it to get underway here relatively shortly, but it is going to be a timeline that is fully vetted by both the CPS and the city of San Antonio, and of course, go through a public engagement process as well.
I want to switch over to COVID-19. The numbers have been improving. We're in the moderate risk level. You said yesterday that things seem to be trending the right way. Are you resigned to the fact now that we're just going to see surges every once in a while? Is that what your experts are telling you, that there's no kind of putting this thing to bed right now?
No, I'm absolutely not resigned to that. In fact, if you listen to the medical folks that have been watching this from the very start, some of these surges and the intensity of those surges could be avoided. Keep in mind the Delta variant has occurred during a time when we had vaccines readily available and not restricted from a large majority of our population. Again, folks who are 12 and up have had access to the vaccine for quite some time. We need to improve the vaccination rates. And of course, when we know there's transmission out there of COVID-19, particularly a contagious strain like Delta, we need to do some basic mitigation of that. And that includes mask wearing, personal hygiene, et cetera. If we just stuck to those simple things, in addition to improving our vaccination rates, we could put these surges behind us. Of course, COVID and coronavirus are going to be around, but we've got to be able to cope with those, and we have the tools at our disposal to do that.
We're expecting potentially for a vaccine for children as young as 5 to be approved potentially by Halloween, and then also the CDC decision on booster shots for certain people under that recommendation. How is the city preparing to facilitate those two groups in getting their vaccinations?
So we are prepared to resource up with respect to vaccination availability. We have our public sites open and ready. We've increased their hours even at the Alamo Dome. We've got flu vaccine clinics set up as well. With respect to the COVID vaccine if and when it is approved for use in school-age children between 5 and 11, I would consider that a game changer. When parents have the peace of mind that every school-age child is able to get a vaccine, I think that would be tremendous relief for the entire community. Obviously, we have to get those vaccines out, but that is a day we are anxiously awaiting if and when that is approved by the FDA.
So we're post-budget now. You can take a deep breath. That process is done. Councilman Mario Bravo decided he wasn't going to vote on the budget. Your reaction to him just deciding he was going to abstain from the vote, have you talked to him? Do you understand why he did it?
No, I haven't talked to Councilman Bravo specifically about his vote on the budget, but I have been talking with him about some of the requests he's made to do some reviews of different processes, some of the amendments that he proposed there at the dais. They have merit in discussion, and so a lot of that stuff you will hear council engage in debate on over the coming months. The budget is a very difficult process for everyone involved, including our staff, our city staff that works for about 6 months with public hearings, et cetera, to ultimately arrive at a proposed budget. I'm very proud of this one. It is balanced. It brings our service levels in all of our divisions back to pre-pandemic levels. It does not include any kind of tax rate increase. And of course, it invests in extremely important areas like housing, public safety. We bring our streets maintenance budget back to pre-pandemic levels. So this is something I think we can all be proud of as a community, that your city government has managed resources in a way that gets us back to pre-pandemic levels, in the 22 budget. There are a lot of cities all around the country that are still struggling, trying to make ends meet. We've been able to keep up with the flow.
You know, the next question I have on my list is talk about the UTSA football team, but we're out of time. I'm sorry, we're out of time. Maybe just a go Roadrunners we can get from you or something like that.
Go Roadrunners. Tell Greg I'll join him sometime.
All right, there you go.
Mayor, thanks for being with us. We'll see you next week.
All right, have a good day, y'all.
We'll be right back.